You're listening to Locura, el show de la gente on Radio UNT. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Locura Radio Show.
Hey.
It is March 2nd, 2018. We are here live with my girl Kez.
Hey guys.
She is finally back after death.
I came back.
She's been sick. She came back. She pulled a Lazarus, a Jesus, whatever you want to call it, and now she's here with us, which is beautiful. So Kez, we got a lot to cover today with your life. So I'm gonna pull a Samwise. As you can see, if you're watching us or hearing us, DJ Samwise is not in the building today.
I'm kidding.
That's not. You would clap.
Kidding.
Yeah, you would clap.
I'm kidding.
He is not in the building. Samwise needed a mental break, I guess you could say. Or he's on vacation. I don't know what he's doing. He fell off the earth. So hopefully he'll be back next week.
I hope so.
We'll see. If not, then I'll be spinning the tunes again.
Yes.
So that's what we got going on today. He got fired. He got fired from Locura, apparently. This is his firing notice, actually.
Executive decision was
Sam,
made right now.
If you're watching, you're fired. Sorry. No, we're kidding. Kez,
yeah.
tell us about your wonderful few weeks that we have not seen you.
A lot's happened.
Okay.
So, pretty much a new job, that kind of thing. And just commuting, new car, used car, new to me. And then I got sick. So that was not fun.
That you did.
And I did travel from DeLand, so, there were a few things that popped up. But I'm here, and I'm excited to be here.
Okay.
Very happy.
I mean, we're very excited you're here. It's still amazing to us that
It's shocking.
You're here with us. Yeah.
Frankie goes, I think she's a ghost. Is she really real?
He doesn't believe that you're real because...
Even though we've met.
Yeah, we have 5 hosts here on Locura.
Yes.
Not all of us are able to come on at the same time. We have things that are going on in our lives, or we only have 3 microphones, so that's kind of weird too. We don't want to lap sit and share microphones.
Some of us are cooler than others. It's just
some are cooler.
Yeah.
I'm here every week because I'm the coolest, obviously.
Or he has nothing going on, so
or nothing going on. Yeah, my life is very boring, so that's why I'm here. No, that's a lie. I love being here. I love Locura.
Me too. Are you questioning my loyalty here on air?
I mean,
is that what you're doing?
No, not on air. No.
Okay.
Off air on our breaks, I'll question you, and they'll see it.
We'll hash it out.
So that's what's going on. Listen,
I want to hear about you though.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I want to hear about
this
you.
week was weird. Listen, we haven't been in the studio for about 3 weeks. This studio.
Oh, true.
For 3 weeks. We had our show, then we had the festival, then we had a week off, and now we are back.
Wow.
So it is nice to be here with air conditioning.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I did not get my coffee like I wanted to, but I'll be bushy-tailed at least. So my week was whatever. It's fine. Nothing new to it. I went to Disney, I think, one day. Went to the movies a couple times. Saw Black Panther.
Couple times.
Yeah, I saw Black Panther like 3 times.
I seen it once the other day. So
Seen it 3 since it came out.
I think it's probably one of my faves.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about that later.
We are gonna talk about that in detail. So just hang in there, everybody. Tonight we have a great show.
We do.
Action-packed.
As always.
Always, yeah. It's just an action-packed show, non-stop. Gunfire and everything like that.
Excellence, perfection.
Perfection. All the words you can use to describe it. It's happening.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about. Well, we had our plan, but Tec is our third host, and as you can see, he is not here yet. So Tec is on the way. Once he comes back, he wants to talk about Black Panther. So
I was concerned.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna hold off on Black Panther until the second hour, around 9 o'clock. We'll start talking about that. On our first hour with me and Kez, we are going to be talking about getting lost in our own heads, in our own minds.
It's a scary place right here sometimes.
It is our worst enemy sometimes.
Or the best place.
Or the best place. For me, not so much. It's not a good place.
I want to know about this.
Yeah, I on the outside, I have a great demeanor and a great smile. That's what my mama tells me, at least.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. hold it down.
For real. But we're going to be talking about getting lost in your own minds and your own thoughts. Shout out to Frank Rose for giving us this topic.
Yeah.
He gives us this topic and does not show up to be here to talk about it. So that's something we need to discuss. I think he is also fired as well.
I think we need to do a pros and cons list on everyone.
Fire Frank Rose.
We're gonna fire Frank Rose. We're gonna fire. Samwise is already fired. You were close if you didn't show up this week.
Heck no.
There was gonna be a vote. There was gonna be a Game of Thrones type
battle
sacrifice going on here, and you would have been out. But no, we're gonna be talking about getting lost in our own heads. See, we get lost in our own heads talking to you about our week and about the show.
Right. But I still want to hear a little bit more about your week, though. Honestly. That wasn't enough. I went to the movies and yeah, I didn't really get.
I went to the movies.
I
went to Disney on my own.
Oh yeah, how was that?
By myself.
What was your what is your go-to? Like, what did you do? What was your routine?
So I go there. I do my fast passes. First of all, I got to figure out what park I'm going to go to. There's 4 parks, and I didn't know what I was feeling that day. I was like, I either want to do like Tower of Terror and Star Wars, thriller stuff. But then I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to be happy. For a moment, find a slice of happiness and watch some fireworks. So I went to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, nice.
I got fast passes for Space Mountain, Peter Pan, Big Thunder Mountain, and something else I went on. I don't know what else. Oh, the People Mover, which I don't need Okay, the People Mover is the thing that goes around.
Oh, gotcha.
That doesn't require like any fast pass at all. It's just a boring ride for you to.
But relaxing.
It's super relaxing.
It's kind of like the Congo River thing, like the lazy rivers.
Very much.
But not in water.
Exactly. Like it's just above everything. You get to see everything and just kind of like chill on your own. And I was sitting by myself, just contemplating, reflecting, getting lost in my own thoughts.
Okay.
As we'll talk about later. But that was my week. You know, I got off. I had off from work. I was gonna go to work, but I'm actually working this week after the show. Like right after the show, I'm leaving. No, I'm kidding. On Tuesday, I'm leaving.
Busy man.
Out of town, going to San Francisco and somewhere else. I don't know.
Cool.
That's my week.
Take pics.
I will. Golden Gate Bridge, and yeah, I'll take pics and post it all over the Locura page. Speaking of shameless plugs,
shameless.
Let's get this out of the way. For those of you listening and those of you tuning in, we have a few changes, updates, alterations. So first of all,
adjustments.
Our phone number, a lot of alterations. Our phone number has changed. So if you've written it down or saved it to your phone, go ahead and update that right now. The Locura radio show phone number is now.
You ready?
You ready? It is now 407-394-6083. Once again, 407-394-6083. You can actually reach us on a regular phone in the United States. If you are listening to us on WhatsApp or tuning in while you're using WhatsApp, for those of us that are outside of the country, make sure you dial that 1 in front of it. So 1-407-394-6083. Give us a call, text us if you have something to say, if you want to be heard, if you have a shout out. We have a lot to talk about. Like I said, Black Panther we're going to be talking about, which is the hottest topic I think that's out there right now. Yeah. So I know a lot of you have a lot to say about that. And then are getting lost in our own heads. A lot of people suffer from that. Some's more serious than others.
I think it has to do with like our internal monologue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and how
we're with ourselves all the time.
For sure. Yeah, we're with ourselves more than anybody else. So
yeah,
we want to hear from you, obviously. So make sure that's the phone number to reach us at. If you're not following us already on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, because our Twitter has been having some action as well. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I've been updating the Twitter at least.
So I gotta have a confession.
Oh, uh-oh. What'd you do?
It's what I haven't done.
Oh.
So I've had Twitter for years. Can I tell you I haven't been on since like 2011?
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. I have not been on Twitter at all. It's
How's that happen? I mean, is it just you don't have a lot of friends on Twitter? You don't feel like people are listening to you?
I didn't generate like the momentum when I didn't like invest my time in it. So I focused more on Facebook, family stuff, and then IG, just, all the updates made it a lot easier. So kind of Twitter went on the wayside for me.
True.
The only time I would go on there was to talk about any TV shows that were hot and popping.
Well, Twitter's more like to have conversations.
Twitter is very conversational as far as...
Right, and that's why back then I would use it to talk like fans, we talk about the show or whatever. And yeah, then Netflix happened to me and all that other stuff. And I
feel like we have a lot of conversations on Facebook still, but I think Twitter, you have a much bigger audience, and everybody is random on there too. So it's
I need to get back on.
Even people you don't want to have a conversation with, they'll find a way to have a conversation with you. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like social media can be overwhelming for me though.
Oh yeah.
It's like you can't run away from it. Even if you turn your notifications off, you feel like you're missing out on something,
like still
or
thinking
someone.
About it, I guess.
Yeah. And then if you want people to go through your page and everything, you have to invest time and all that stuff. So.
It's true. You gotta market yourself and brand yourself. There's no win. There's no win.
Third world problems. I'm kidding.
First world problems. Yeah.
It's third world. I'm kidding.
Oh, third world. Okay. Wakanda forever.
I kid.
Wakanda forever.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
Okay. Let's hold off on that.
Okay. So back to this. We are following everyone here on Locura Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Locura Radio Show. Additionally, if you haven't heard or haven't seen our posts, we are also on YouTube.
DJ Sam Wise over here
What'd he say?
calling us out. He was
What'd
like,
say?
if I'm fired, good luck with that Despacito beat in the background. #basic.
It's just,
shots fired.
It's just a random beat, okay?
Oh,
Sam
man.
Wise, if you're not here because you're...
It's a pleasant tune.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
Right, it is.
I don't know what his problem is.
He brought that up for me.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He definitely fired.
Yeah, he's not even here, first of all. I'm over here doing his job.
Oh, man.
He's definitely fired. Sam, you're fired.
Oh,
Listen,
God.
for those of you who have not heard or who have not seen our posts, we are on YouTube. We're going to be starting to ramp that up very, very, very quickly. We're going to have some exclusive videos on YouTube that you can only see on YouTube, not on Facebook Live, not on Radio UNT. So we want to make sure that you are following us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Additionally, we're going to try next week to go ahead and stream the show live from YouTube as well and see how that works. So I know a lot of people are having problems on Facebook or whatever else, but we want to go ahead and try to get you guys on YouTube. So if you have not followed us or subscribed to us on YouTube yet, make sure you search Locura Radio Show on YouTube immediately.
Yes.
And if you're watching us tonight, you can, of course, see us on Facebook Live. You can watch us live on radiount.net and on the Radio UNT app that is available on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and any Android or Apple streaming or mobile device that you might have. So make sure you are tuning in as much as possible and share the videos and call your people up right now because we're not please like that.
Kidding.
That's so
Frank is there too. The other one he's fired.
Frankie.
But
what happened?
See, no, nothing.
Okay. Well,
he said, "I love you guys." #no sauce.
No sauce.
Whatever, bro.
#no sauce. We love you too, Sam. Some of us here. So listen, we're gonna get into some music in a minute. Like I said, go ahead and tell all your friends and families and wives and husbands and ex-girlfriends and ex-boyfriends to go ahead and tune in to Locura Radio Show right now, because when we come back, we're going to be diving right into these topics. Once again, get lost in your own head and how to get out of it. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, it's a maze.
It's a maze. It definitely is a maze. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in just about 15 minutes, so go ahead and enjoy. Yeah.
Wait. Enjoy.
Locura Radio Show, welcome back. Well, what are we talking about? Everyone, welcome back to Locura Radio Show. That's what I meant to say. I am a real poor man's version of DJ Samwise. Kez, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'm a little hurt, but it's all good.
Hurt.
Things that happen off air must stay off air.
Wait, hold on. Why are you hurt right now? Let's bring this up,
guys.
and
women,
see what happens.
I want to talk to you, women, right now. This is apparently the way the world works. All right.
Whoa.
We need to bring awareness.
Uh-oh. Something's happening.
Ladies, join me. I'm gonna put y'all on blast right now on IG and everything. Everything.
That's not why you're here, Kez, okay? We're not trying to fill a quota.
So pretty much the demographic needs to consist of having a female on the show, and that's the only reason why they put up with me this long. That's what I just found out, guys. So
Listen,
you heard it here first.
There are plenty of females that would love to be sitting next to me right now.
Boom!
And talking on the radio.
Let's take a poll.
No, let's not take a poll because I am lying. That is a.
Let's take a picture of you and I'm
That is
gonna
a
say.
false.
I'm gonna
Who
do
wants
it
to sit
right
next to this ugly guy? Who wants to sit
No,
next
you're
to
not
this guy?
ugly, okay?
No, she's not gonna say ugly about this guy.
This guy. Who wants
This
to sit next to this
guy,
guy?
because they don't know you.
Listen,
What
I
am
look
gonna-
I look better than Sam. I'll tell you that.
Well, half of the world.
Come on, right?
Sam,
We're
shut
gonna
up.
do this. We're gonna.
No,
do this.
we're not doing this right
I'm
now.
doing this
Listen,
right
we
now.
are coming back into our topic right now. Locura, if you're listening to us, once again, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. And we want to get your thoughts about thoughts. Not thoughts.
Not thoughts.
Not that.
Not thoughts,
no,
but-
not that one.
Not
but-
Thoughts.
I know. About your feelings and your mind. Listen, we are talking about our first topic tonight, about getting lost in your thoughts and getting lost in your own mind. We had a pretty crazy week, every one of us here. I went to Disney. That was crazy. I had plenty of time to contemplate and think about life around me.
I'm scared.
Kez also did the same thing, probably somewhere. Multiple times.
I do it all the time.
All
day, every day.
Yeah. There's this quote that I really like. It's by a surfer. His name is Laird Hamilton. His quote is actually, "Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears."
Oh.
That's something to, that's deep. Yeah, it's real deep. So listen, I'm guilty of overanalyzing things pretty often.
Oh, that's me.
And talking myself out of taking chances sometimes, and especially, not to say anything, but in our dating life, in my dating life especially.
Can't even start that one.
That's how I think it came up, actually, because Frankie was talking about, he has a lot of people in his chair. He does hair, obviously, hair by Frankie Rosato. Shameless plug right there. Plug. So people come to his chair all the time, and in the barbershop, you always feel comfortable, and you want to talk about your life and want to talk about everything that's going on. So people obviously unload everything on Frankie. And there's sometimes that he talks to people that are dating or talking to people, and I think he had one client that was talking about, this girl got flowers from somebody, and I don't know who it was, blah, blah, blah. It was some crazy thing that was going on, so I don't know what happened.
Are you telling people's business on that?
Yes, I'm taking everybody.
No one's safe.
No one is safe. No, but I understand where that's coming from.
It ain't safe.
I know, probably, Kez, you have a lot of thoughts about this, but when it comes to like dating and relationships and that type of thing, how do you stack up as far as getting lost into your mind? Like, out of scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel?
Does it happen?
Yeah, how often does it happen?
10. All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. You just have to learn how to balance it. And you have to learn to be in control.
Okay.
How
do you feel that you take control? How do you take control of your thoughts when you're getting deep into it and thinking about, I don't know if he likes me, I don't know if he's into me like that, or what does this mean, what does that mean? Like, how do you control that aspect of your?
You have to learn how to separate irrational thoughts and rational thoughts. Excuse me, because a lot of times what we do is we react instinctively, or we just react.
Yeah.
And we don't pause to think sometimes, or we let we might not take an action, but our thoughts lead us to all these possibilities, or
No,
you know.
sure. Yeah.
So what I like to do, if I'm getting in my head or whatever, I like to make time for things that I love to do, just so I can put that to the side.
Yeah.
Focus on creating, doing something that I love to do, and then kind of sorting through that.
Okay.
Through all that stuff.
That's true.
You have to take it one thing at a time, because if you try to handle it all at once, then it'll be like a cycle. You know?
I think that's important. To be honest, like with that quote, it actually gets to me, because I'm like, make sure your enemy doesn't live between your ears, your own ears. And I think it's important to, in war, you're supposed to know your enemy.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's important for you to know yourself, know your mind, and realize that you're the one in control of your life, and you're the one that's in control of your problems, not the other way around.
Right.
Keep your thoughts captive, not the other way around. Don't let your thoughts.
The thing is if you're not your own cheerleader, or you're not on your own side, then who's really gonna be rooting for you?
That's true.
And the people that are successful in life are the people that say that they are happy, or that have handled that in a positive way. They'll all tell you that, like, you have to stay positive. You have to try to steer yourself the right way, and not let those things consume you, because there are a lot of negative things in general in this world, and you know, if you're gonna let that overtake you or consume you, then you have really no chance at the end. You know, you have to fight. Anything worthwhile is worth fighting for. So, you know, that's mental health and mental peace, you know, and just security, and also believing in yourself, because without that, you're not going to accomplish anything. You know, you're not going to feel, you have to be happy, as equally happy with yourself as when you're in your highs and in your lows. You have to be confident in yourself and believe in yourself and what you have to offer, because not everyone can give what you can give.
Sure.
You know, not everyone's going to respond to you the way they will respond to me or to Sam Wise or whoever, you know. So I feel like if we learn who we are and we allow ourselves to fall and get up and not let our insecurities get in the way, I think that, you know, it's a lot more doable. Getting out of, you know, those dark thoughts or those all-consuming thoughts.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I'm especially recently, I've kind of gone through I guess a speed bump in like my dating life and things like that. I would, you know, have been single for a long time already, but you know, I try to date around and not date around, but you know, date people in the hopes of maybe turning into something,
right?
Because I have great things to offer.
You're optimistic.
So yeah, I'm very optimistic in that way. Good. Recently, I just felt like I'm very pessimistic for some reason, and I felt down on myself. Actually, not even down on myself. I felt down on the world around me. I was actually talking to my sister-in-law and my brother the other day, and I was talking to them about the situation that happened to me. And I was like, you know, it's not that I'm upset about the situation. I'm more upset about how people in general, especially today, I've kind of like lost faith in a lot of humanity sometimes. I just feel like people, like, I think our environment is affecting the way a lot of people are reacting to things. Yeah. And a lot of people are getting lost in their own thoughts in their own head as well with everything that's going around. It's very overwhelming.
Yeah, and definitely.
I think there's a fine line now between just daydreaming or, you know, getting lost in your thoughts, and then it goes into that line of like anxiety. Right. Which I've dealt with, not myself personally for myself, but with people that I've, you know, dated or talked to and stuff like that. I've dealt with some serious issues of anxiety, and it's tough, you know, out there. I actually have a stat here from the Anxiety and Depression Association of America reports that 40 million Americans, that's about 18.1% of the population, are affected by some type of anxiety disorder. So that includes like just a general anxiety, PTSD, OCD, which a lot of people joke about OCD, like, oh, I have OCD about this and that.
Or my OCD is acting up.
Yeah, like, but it's a serious issue as well. Panic attacks, social anxiety, like I know that happens. I have a lot of friends that have social anxiety and can't really deal in public.
I've witnessed that more now than ever. And partly I believe it's because we're bringing more awareness to it and we're more comfortable talking about it. Yeah. Because I will tell you, I've dealt with anxiety myself, and when I look back on my life growing up, I was always afraid of coming off as irresponsible or like I didn't have my stuff together or immature. Yeah. You know, when I would have anxiety, it would be to the point where, let's say I would get I would get to school and I just like would freeze sometimes, and I felt like, man, like what if my day goes horrible, and then all these things start happening, or
it's like a snowball effect.
Yeah, or like, okay, we're humans, so if we make a mistake, facing that mistake can bring anxiety, or facing the consequences of that mistake can bring anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So you start thinking, oh no, like now people are gonna think this about me or this or that. So that's another
that's a whole nother
so
thing to worry about. Like, worry about that too.
And I've dealt with anxiety myself even. I have trouble sleeping sometimes, so my mind's literally all over the place. I'm always just thinking, going over things in my head, or trying to figure things out, trying to understand myself better, trying to understand other people. And sometimes that can be too much, you know. Sometimes that can be distracting, because then if you're caught up in your head, then are you really focusing on what's around you? Are you?
No, half the time you're not.
What I'm
you're
saying?
just you're so focused on what's in your head that things could be going on around you. Like literally, a building can become falling down next to you and a block down. You're just like, wait, what's going on? What happened? I've seen that before. I've experienced that before. Like especially, I get lost in my head a lot about just the future and stuff like that. I worry about that. I'm like, hey, you know, like where am I going with this thing that we call life, and where's that taking me type deal? And sometimes you get lost in it, but it's a great tip for you to like realize, kind of like step back and realize like, hey, I'm in control of what's happening to me right now, and I'm in control of my thoughts, so I can't let that overtake me so much that I'm now losing out on real life experiences with people, and then it affects everyone around you. It's not only, and there's, like I said, there's a fine line between like daydreaming, you know, like, okay, it's a little daydream, blah, blah, blah. I used to do that in school all the time. Like, this class is boring. Like, I'm just going to think about that girl sitting over there and how cute she looks. And maybe think about, asking her out or something like that. And then sometimes the daydreaming will turn into getting lost in my own thoughts as well. That's where you have to like control it to where it's like, okay, well, let me just step back and realize there's stuff happening around me in life, in real life. You know, I have Kez sitting next to me. This is happening. I can't be, lost in my own thing. So
what I notice is two things. When I am in my head, I try to distract myself. So I'm forming a bad habit of picking up my phone. Okay. And it's not because I'm trying to avoid talking or trying to avoid what's around me. It's more just trying to like not be thinking so much sometimes. And then that's not good either, because then, like you're saying, I'm not focusing on what's around me.
You. You're not present in the moment.
And when you're in your head, what I also notice is that for me, I get in a mood sometimes. Like I get in this like bleh mode or like meh, so it's hard to get me out of that. And so like, let's go back to the whole dating thing. I noticed that for me it's hard sometimes to be present or to be able to give my 100% when I'm with somebody, because I might be in my own mood or my own thing, and it's hard, it's hard to get out of that, especially when you've always been that way, or you know what I mean, like it's difficult.
It doesn't change overnight, it's not something that you can get out of so easily. People try to say, especially like when I've dealt with people that have anxiety, it's tough for me to say, yeah, I know what you're feeling, or hey, just don't think about it. When someone tells you that, it's like, it's easy for you to say, because you're not in this head, you're not in this whole mess that I'm in, and I'm in a maze trying to get out of it, and you're not.
It could be scary though sometimes, and I can relate to the whole thinking of the future. I've talked about this before, but I've moved a lot, so I've had to let go of a lot of things. I've lost a lot of things, and so just going through like that roller coaster of life, some of it is a result of my own decisions. Other times it's things that happen in life, and so I've had to learn to find a healthy balance because yes, I know people that don't even think about their actions. They don't think about they don't reflect on their life, and so they keep making the same mistakes. And then you have the other people that think about things too much. So anyway, like,
it's important to have the balance.
I really have met people that you talk about certain things, and it's like they're not really seeing how their role, like what their role is in the situation, or they're not self-aware. So self-awareness is super important,
I agree.
So anyways, it's tricky. It's really, really tricky. But if there's anyone that can relate to what we're talking about, or has a story or anything like that, they want to share with us, please contact us.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear from you guys. So if you want to comment, or like I said, give us a call. That new phone number here again is 407-394-6083. We just want to hear, what you have to say. As for me, I mean, going back to it, it's more like I get lost in my thoughts as far as like dating and relationships are concerned. It's pretty funny because I feel like a lot of fights and disagreements start with your own thought process.
Oh my God, yes.
Like that's where it starts.
Perception's reality, because you're going through things, you're perceiving things a certain way, or you're seeing things a certain way.
Yeah, and I'm not saying to like ignore the spidey sense tingling. That's what I call it. Like instincts. That spidey sense, the instincts or the gut feeling, because a lot of times I'd say those feelings are like really correct to trust, and I've dealt with that personally recently, but it's something that you have to realize, like you could get lost in some of your thoughts, and then a lot of times you have to realize, like, if it's irrational, like you said, if it's a rational thought, sometimes it's that feeling, you get that gut feeling, and it's right to trust your gut. But then you go into the irrational part, which you were saying to begin with, and it's just like, that's where it all crumbles, and that's where it's all.
That's what I'm trying to apply. I'm trying to apply that now, because also from previous relationships, we tend to formulate habits too.
Oh, for
sure. I was in this relationship for 4 years, kind of on and off, and it was the toughest thing one of the toughest things I've gone through, because it affected other areas of my life. So it wasn't just the relationship aspect. And so I was single for 3 years after that. I dated here and there, but it wasn't, anything serious. Yeah. And now it's like, my goal is always to give my best, and for myself, but also for, whoever's around me. I want to give my best. So that comes with that, being, having self-confidence and trusting your instincts, like you're saying, and finding that balance, and even talking about it. It's important to talk about it. Find someone that you feel comfortable talking with, and someone you trust and that, has wisdom on them, in
that way. Yeah.
Someone that understands you. So
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna take I thank you. I appreciate you. Listen, we're gonna take a quick, just a music break, real quick, like how Sam likes to do it. So, Samwise, you're in our thoughts. We're getting lost in you, of course. But no. But listen, if you guys want to comment, just go ahead, and we're on Facebook. We're taking comments. So if you want to talk about an experience you've had or any, tips that you might have to get out of your own head, we appreciate you telling us as well. And the phone number, once again, 407-394-6083. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in about 10 to 15 minutes. So see you then. Enjoy. Hey everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood hype man Michael from Locura Radio Show. Tune in every Friday night and listen to us at 8 p.m. live on radiount.net. Hey, Locura fam. Mad weak. Sorry. I'm not Sam. I'm not Samwise. That was my bad. Hey, welcome back to Locura Radio Show. It is 8:50 p.m., 8:51, just about. We are back here talking about getting lost in our thoughts. Cool but things. Before we go back into our topic, we do have our third and final host tonight. He is sitting across the room from me, wearing the Empire Strikes Back shirt, sweater.
Best Star Wars movie of all time.
That is correct. That is Tec, everyone. Tec,
thank you. I'm sorry I'm late. If Samwise, hold on. Hold on. If Samwise is listening, I know he's got some jokes talking like all in his head, but you know what? I've never been so hyped listening to music on the show like I did today. So I think it's DJ Give Me a Mic's night.
What?
Look at that.
Yo, we've been hyped.
And if you weren't thinking that, Sammy, then you are the best DJ.
Oh man, I got so much love.
I'm here too, by the way.
Oh yeah, Kez is here too.
Kez is here.
I was doing the intro for Tec first. Hold on, and then
he got it. It was great. It was beautiful. I liked it.
He had something to say though. So
see, and then all I said was Kez is here too.
Kez is here too.
I can share.
We love Kez. Kez is in the middle of the action, where she belongs.
I'm the glue right now.
She is the glue, keeping us together.
It's like a fart.
So listen, guys.
I am Jesus. I'm kidding.
Oh.
So listen, guys. We are talking about getting lost in your mind and how to get out of your own mind.
Out of your mind.
Yeah, she's out of her mind right now. She's
always
Locura right
stay
now.
crazy.
She's representing the topic.
I'm the mascot.
She's representing. She's the mascot.
I'm Locura. I'm Locura in human form.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, we want to hear from you guys, so make sure you're commenting and also calling 407-394-6083. If you have not, yeah, I know, right? I got all this. I got all this paper.
Listen, he's a real host right there.
Tec, since you missed a lot of what we were talking about, I know you were listening.
Sure did.
I know you were listening to everything.
Let's test them. Rapid fire.
Just kidding. Hey, look. I don't retain a lot of information. I'm just kidding. Go
That's
ahead.
okay. Listen, we want to hear from you. How do you? What's the I guess the ideal situation where you get lost in your own thought, and then how do you get out of it? Yeah, how do you come out of it?
When I was listening, I was it was in the part where she was talking about what you guys were both talking about, like how some people use my OCD is acting up and all that stuff. For me, it is more about the social anxiety, which is interesting that you guys brought it up, because I really got to get to know you to like even open up. And everyone notices that. They're like, oh, you're really quiet. And it's not because I want to be. It's just because I get really anxious around new people. I get and then it really is getting lost in your own thoughts. Like I start thinking like, oh, what if like, and I'm not a person that's like, oh, I really want someone to like me, but that thought is always gonna pop up, like, what if they're like,
what if we don't vibe, or like, what if this and that,
what if like they're not feeling who I am,
and then you do this,
it's like, and then like they're like, hey, what's your favorite color, and I'm like 21, I don't like, and I get confused, and I'm like, what? So like, it's for me, it's more anxiety, and it's getting lost in those type of thoughts of what about this, what about that. I'm really like an overthinker.
Same.
it's just getting out of that. A lot of the times is just taking leaps of faith. I know it sounds really cliche, and you said the same thing. I would never tell a person that's going through like a different type of anxiety, like, I know what you're feeling. All you gotta do is just stop
don't
thinking
think about it.
Stop thinking about it, and it'll go away. I'm never, because I know, because I'm not that way. So I'm not gonna tell someone to do something that I wouldn't do. Because if someone comes up to me and tells me that, I'm gonna be like, you don't get it, man.
Bro, you don't know.
Exactly.
So, but getting out of that for me, it really is just taking a leap of faith. Like, hey, like, I gotta figure this out, or I'm gonna keep getting more and more anxious by the minute.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Yo, I can totally relate to that. No, seriously, no. Like, you made me like. Wait, no. But like, it made.
Go ahead.
Stop. Stop.
That was deep.
He's already trying to collect offering. If y'all collect the offering, I want to collect it for myself.
Kez,
Wow.
go ahead.
No. It's okay. No.
Sorry.
I enjoy this. I like it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, keep going. No, but it made me think about the holiday season recently.
Oy.
So obviously,
we just got out of that.
His wallet.
Don't bring me back in. That was
His wallet
2017.
started burning for a second. Like, stop.
That PTSD. I got. Man, it's not hot, but I got hot that time. I was like,
Dang.
Oy.
Okay, but it just happened to be this season, and
Okay.
I've only been dating this person for like 3 months, like 4 months.
That's really loud.
Haters back off. Okay, so the point is of this whole thing, okay, this fiasco, you're making it last longer, is that I had to be around a lot of new people because I was dating someone new, and it's the holidays, so literally I was not around my family. I was just around strangers all the time, so I was like having to prep myself before everything, and it was tough. It was tough.
That's a whole different ballgame. That's with someone you're dating.
Yeah.
It's like, what if they don't like me? Then it's just like, cannot keep going.
But then on top of it, I'm an outgoing person, so I feel the responsibility of having to interact with people, because if I'm just sitting there, it's awkward for me. So it's just like I force myself to talk and hope for the best. Like, I don't know. So I went through the same thing. I was really like nervous and anxious, but
I have a few tips, since nobody's really like commenting or anything like that. But I got a few tips.
You got tips?
I got some tips.
I want to see them tips.
You want some tips?
Yes.
I got some tips for you right here. Now listen, tips for getting out of your own mind and getting out of Locura.
Yeah, I do though. Like, come on.
Yeah, I do got tips.
This
for
is
real.
serious.
This is serious.
Come on.
Get your mind out of. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Don't even talk about it.
Listen.
This is a family-friendly show.
It is.
Just saying.
So
kept it that way.
The first tip.
Advice. Here's our advice.
Here's our advice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Tips
our
and
advice.
tricks.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks.
That's not any better, but let's keep going. Listen, our first tip and trick, just realize, first of all, that you're not perfect. You're not perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
And stop putting such high expectations on yourself. That's one thing they can do to stop overthinking. Another one is never question your life and say, what am I doing this for? Because that opens a lot of floodgates to the negative thoughts. And getting lost in those thoughts are even worse than getting lost in just random thoughts, I feel like. One for relationships and dating, stop making assumptions.
Yes.
Please.
It makes a leap out of
Kez.
you and me.
Please, Kez. No, listen.
Yeah, I know. I need to
I
assume.
I assume a lot too. So.
Yeah.
If you don't...
For the worst.
Yeah, for the worst.
Right.
It's always for the worst. If you don't have the facts, don't make conclusions.
Yeah.
Especially in relationships and dating, just make sure that you see things for yourself. And if evidence and facts are staring you right in the face, at that point, don't let the other person also manipulate you into thinking it's your fault.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Let me do a dance real quick. Hold on.
Ofrenda, I am accepting ofrenda right now.
Missions.
Wait, you need to say that one more time. Say that one more time.
One more
People
time.
in the back. Come on.
So y'all did not hear me.
No, for the people that are like listening but not listening, he's gonna repeat it.
Yeah, he gonna do it right
because you
now.
missed it. Listen, in your dating and your relationships, just make sure you see things for yourself.
Go on.
Right.
And if evidence and facts are staring you right in your face, don't let the other person manipulate you.
Let him use you.
Manipulate you,
Ladies and gentlemen, manipulation.
into
Ooh,
thinking.
we need to make this a topic. One of these.
That's true. We can write that down. Write that down.
Right now,
Write that down.
manipulation. Yo.
Write it down on your phone because we don't use
I
paper
can write
here.
a book.
Santo.
Don't write it down. Write it down on your phone. We don't use paper here.
Hey.
Listen,
Old school.
I'm old school.
so
Very.
well, that's what I meant. Don't let the other person manipulate you into thinking it's your fault.
Notice how manipulation has the word man in the beginning.
Oh.
Let's just.
Wow. We're talking to Oprah Winfrey over here. Oprah.
No, bro. Get out.
President.
Listen, hashtag Me Too campaign.
That's another.
Wait,
thing.
too soon? I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
All right, the last tip that I got, the last piece of advice I should say.
There we go.
Listen, keep moving forward. That's my tip. You know, mental toughness isn't achieved by staying still and standing still.
That's a good
Mental
one.
toughness isn't achieved by ignoring your inner troubles either.
Nope.
Or
Get help if you
staring
need
at
it.
your Instagram feed, because a lot of people do that as well.
Yeah.
That's how they try to distract themselves and stuff like that, and that only brings
Stop
up
it.
more thoughts, right?
I'm
Stop
aggressive.
Stuff, man.
I'm aggressive.
I have a bruise on my arm from Kez.
Yo, I be squeezing and I slap it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
That's what she feels.
I'm gonna casually just scoot. I'm gonna casually scoot just in case.
Like-
She's like,
Tech,
All y'all don't get it.
don't make any good points at all. Just don't do it. Good,
Oh
good tip.
God. Come
All right.
on now.
So that's what we got. For this.
Exagerados.
That's what we got for this topic. Listen, we are coming up on our second hour, 9 p.m., which
We
means
made
we
it.
have some amazing things coming up right now. We're gonna take a music break real quick.
music bake. He's gonna bake.
I'm gonna bake some music.
He cooking. He
Music bake.
cooking.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking.
It's hot over here.
Chef Mike.
Oh my boy.
And listen, we're gonna be coming back with
Oh, man.
a segment, a little game segment. I know that
We play games here.
Kez.
This is real. We don't play no
and
games up
Tech,
here.
we had talked about something in the meeting that we had this week about the React video that we're gonna do. However, I have changed
it,
that.
yeah.
He changed up. I'm
I have
scared.
changed that segment,
Wait a minute.
and I am
Sammy,
now
come back.
and I am now doing a segment because this is Locura, man.
This is a dictatorship,
insanity
apparently.
and madness. Yes,
Mike
this is,
Castro.
He's
I
taking
got
over.
this.
He's been waiting for this moment.
I've been waiting for
He's
this
been
moment.
like this. Look.
Like, waiting.
He joined the show for this.
Listen.
moment.
Yeah. He sat in the middle so he could.
No, I already
What-
said.
what
I
is
said.
DJ Sam
I said,
Wise?
Samwise, I am the captain now. I am the captain now. Do you listen to me? I am the captain now.
Oh man.
I'm the captain. So we have a new segment. It's called Dub Dat Ditty.
Oh yeah. He told me this.
Dub Dat Ditty.
We're gonna
Okay.
have to talk on a break.
No, we ain't
Dub
talking about
Dat
this.
Ditty.
We're gonna talk about it on air. You guys are gonna see all
I'm
the
gonna fail. I'm gonna
reactions
tell you right.
live.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm confused.
Then after that, we're gonna go right into our favorite topic, something that's hot right now: Black Panther, the movie.
Don't believe it.
Yes.
We're gonna be
Stop.
talking
Go away.
about it and its effect on our culture. Is it good or is it bad or is it both?
And a spoiler-free review.
Horrible.
Spoiler-free review.
Yeah. I don't care about.
So we're gonna be going into music now, and we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Enjoy.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Sam Wise from the Locura Radio Show, 8 p.m. Enjoy.
All right, Locura
There it is.
family.
There it is.
You like that one? Was that a better one? That was a better intro. All right, cool. Listen,
Hey.
we are back. It is 9:10 p.m. on a Friday night. We're glad you are listening. Abraham Rios has commented on our Facebook.
Wakanda forever. My boy.
Hashtag Wakanda.
That's my dog.
forever.
That's my dog.
That's what we're doing, bro. We're gonna be doing Wakanda forever in a few minutes.
Ever?
Forever, in a few minutes.
Outcast.
What?
Oh, I thought we were playing the game already. Oh,
Wait, no, not yet. Almost. Very close.
Wow, that was good though.
So now nobody really knows the game
I'm
that
gonna
we have
lose.
planned. We had a meeting and I've changed things up because this is a dictatorship and I am the boss. I am the captain.
I'm a
now.
rebel.
I'm the captain now. I feel empowered after Black Panther. Watching it 3 times, I feel like.
South Korea.
Where's South Korea?
Dictatorships.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That was good.
Tough crowd. I'm not the comedian here.
Wait.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
It wasn't funny apparently.
She's like, yeah.
She's like, yeah, I guess.
I guess.
I'm
I
freaking
guess.
out because I'm gonna fail at this game and I'm a sore loser. I really
Listen,
am.
We
Get out.
just talked about like
Get out.
anxiety and loss in your
Yeah,
thoughts.
get out of
Let
your
her
head.
get in there.
Exactly.
No.
Let her get in
let
her
me-
zone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I
This
suffer, okay?
this segment I like to call Dub Dat Ditty. D-I-T-T-Y, not D-I-D-D-Y.
I thought it was Diddy for a second, as did Kez.
Yes.
I did it too. I did it too.
I told you that. We won't stop.
I thought I told you
Hey.
that.
We
We
won't
won't
stop.
No.
All right, I got the first one right. Cool.
Not that.
Awesome.
All right, we're gonna get into this real quick here. Y'all are
She's
ridiculous. When you get this train back there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a motivator and I'm an encourager. merger, okay? I celebrate. Oh man!
Can you see that?
I
That
don't know.
would be awesome.
I don't think I've laughed this much
All right, let's go.
in years.
I'm not ready, but let's go.
Rules of the game here
man, I
are
suck at
simple.
this.
It's basically.
Can I use Shazam?
No.
You be my Shazam?
This is basically like a
You
poll
whispered.
man's name that tune. I'm gonna play a segment of a song in a certain category for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, you then have 15 seconds to answer the question. Actually, I'll give it 30.
Do we make any money on this?
I'll say 30 seconds. Huh?
Could we make money on
They will be making money off this.
No, we're not.
this? We're not.
Are we
Yeah,
really?
you are. Yeah, you are for real.
Dang.
You're gonna
I'm
be
still
making.
gonna, I'm still gonna lose. I don't
You get
No,
a you
you'll
get a
get it.
grand prize.
Oh, grind.
You're
It's
gonna
a
get
grand
it.
prize of 500 Monopoly dollars.
You're gonna
Grand
get it,
prize.
okay?
A grand prize of nothing. No. Listen, we're gonna be playing. I have 6 rounds for you guys. 10 seconds of the song.
6 rounds.
It's gonna be Kez.
2 people.
Kez going first.
Mad Tunes.
Are you done?
Welcome to Locura, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you done now? Are
I
you
forgot this is
done?
dictatorship.
Are
I
you
forgot.
done? Like really? Are you done?
Yes.
Are you done? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna give you a practice round. The first round is gonna be movie themes. Okay? Just movie songs for movies.
What? Okay,
Movie
question.
themes.
Hold on, I
Okay.
have a question.
Oh my
That sounds
gosh.
like Dwight Schrute. Question.
What is the question?
All right. So, are we saying the name of the song or the name of the artist?
Song.
I will
Song is
give
better,
I will
please.
give points, 1 for song and 1 for artist.
What
If
about
you-
both?
Or the movie title.
What about both?
Then you get 2 points.
Okay.
Round 1. Let's go.
I'm already upset.
I like that.
I'm already in a bad mood. I'm kidding.
All right. So, Kez, you are going first.
Okay, go.
Ladies first.
10 seconds of the song, and then you
Feminism, I
have
got
20
you.
seconds to answer. Ready?
That was awesome.
Oh,
Come
on.
That is 10 seconds. Now you have 15 seconds to answer.
I'm
Go.
bad when. Is that Star Wars?
oh.
Star Wars?
Can I jump
Did I
in?
just-
No!
You can't steal.
Why?
I just said an answer.
Huh?
I just said Star Wars.
Oh.
It is
Kick
incorrect.
her out.
That is incorrect.
Kick her out.
Very close.
No, I'm just kidding. You were close.
It was
Yeah,
close.
he was close.
It was Raiders of the Lost.
Hold on.
Oh,
hold
yeah.
On. Wait. Hold on.
Indiana
We have to
Jones.
say that?
No.
Like the sub.
No, just tell me what
I
movie.
don't-
This is a test one. This is a
Oh,
test.
okay. My bad. My bad.
Indy Jones.
This doesn't count.
Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, I do not follow directions properly, so I'm sorry.
That's
Alright.
Indy Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana
I have
Jones.
testing anxiety, so
All right, here we go. Indy Jones.
Indy Jones.
I really do.
He's actually an independent artist
He's an
nowadays.
indie artist, yeah.
I'm not kidding.
All right, you're
I'm
done.
having a moment.
All right, you're done. You're done.
Just
Tech, you have 10
I
seconds.
feel like I'm gonna lose now because you gave her an easy one.
Tech, you have 10 seconds.
me.
Ready?
For me.
There we go.
It sounds like Avengers to me.
Sounds like Avengers.
sounds like it.
Is that your
That's
final?
your final-
Is this a practice round?
Yeah, it's a
So
practice
yeah,
round.
I'll choose that.
That's incorrect. That is Back to the Future.
Okay.
Oh man. See, they
See,
all sound
I would've
familiar to
flipped
me.
it.
You
They-
guys
no,
are-
that doesn't
what's
sound
happening?
familiar.
Who's gonna ask you questions then? You
That's not fair.
No,
They all sound
I'm the host.
familiar. Like
Oh!
He's just like
You're
Sam. I'm
both
telling you.
losers. He's the captain.
I'm the captain now. I'm the captain of this show.
Yo, if anyone is a really avid fan of Back to the Future, I like those movies, but I did
Me
not
too.
recognize that. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
10 seconds is
don't
not enough.
apologize. Be
People
you.
are actually playing.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right
I'm gonna
now.
apologize. 'Cause
I'ma
I'm
set
supposed to be
this
this
straight.
nerd, and I'm not. I'm
Alright.
lying to you.
Who? Okay.
We're
Who
gonna-
defined a nerd? Like
What are you
we're
doing?
all different.
That's fact.
Okay,
You know
I'm-
what? She's right.
We're going back into this game now. That'll be nice. Let's go into the game.
It's a talk show too.
So now we're starting.
This is real.
We're now starting. This is the
I'm
real
really
point.
stressing out. Oh, it's
You are ridiculous.
look. I've had a
right now.
work week. Okay.
Like, Kez.
He's
We,
judging
did
me.
we not?
Just
Did we
play
not
it.
talk about getting lost in our head?
Yeah, exactly. Let
10
me be.
seconds. This category is old school churchy tunes.
Oh, I lost.
You always judging me.
Bro, I've been saved only for like 8 years. You're not gonna get me.
It's like
I'm gonna play it. You got 10 seconds.
Santo. Is it in English or Spanish?
You got 10 seconds.
He's so rude. What? I don't know this. I don't know this. Pass.
You wasn't paying attention in church.
Yeah.
I'd have never heard this in my life. I grew up in Puerto Rico. What the heck?
The answer is the artist is Out of Eden.
I
Have you ever
don't
heard of
know.
Out of Eden?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely day? No?
Loser.
Okay. Next.
I
for
grew up
Tec.
with like Pentecostal, like old school songs.
So did I, but then I got into real Jesus and found Out of Eden.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
goodness Lord.
Bro, you gotta cancel this show.
We're canceling. Listen.
Wow.
All right, go ahead.
There was more than like alabare.
All right, bro. I thought we were gonna talk.
You ready?
All right,
You ready?
I'm ready.
10 seconds.
I might get this wrong, but I'm ready. Go ahead.
The other night I met a girl and she looked to be so nice. I asked
It's
her
a
for the
church song.
she didn't think twice. A couple of days later, called her up and asked her. She said, "Would you
This is Run DMC. What the heck?
took her to the garden where I guess I go to
Look at him. He's like, hey, hey.
The Christian version of Run DMC.
It's
So he's
very
CMD.
accurate.
So can I get half a
So
point?
it's CMD.
Why can I not get half a point?
That's not.
Okay.
I recognize the style.
The correct answer is DC Talk.
I'm
Wow.
so upset that I don't know that.
Yeah.
Because I should.
That kind of girl.
Yeah.
From
I've
the
never-
greatest album of Christianity. It was Free at Last.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Relax.
All right, our third category now.
How many
You can get this
categories
one.
are there?
It's
Catch, you got this.
It is R&B love.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
You might beat me
Right
here.
up
I'll tell
your
you
alley.
that.
I get some. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Can you start?
Oh, you done now? All right, here we go. 10 seconds.
We're supposed to show our personalities too, you know?
No one can see you on the radio.
They hear me.
Oh, I love this song.
All right.
No, I don't know.
She's just
Really?
harmonizing.
I was just making up a song.
Oh, okay. That was So Into You by Tamio.
See?
Oh, Tamia Man. Nothing wrong.
No?
That's Tamala.
No.
All right. Tech, are you ready for
He's a
yours?
Tommy.
Apparently
Yeah,
not, because
Jeez.
just play it.
You guys are terrible. Here
We
go.
are. I told you this.
10 seconds.
Or you're terrible. I'm kidding. Oh.
Oh. Jackson 5.
Thank you.
The name of the song or the artist, anything.
I don't know.
I've heard it, but I just don't.
It is I Love Your Smile by Shanice.
Wow. See, I knew it. Like you
I
heard.
love your smile.
We need to get you to sing. Why don't you?
No, you know what?
I
You
will
know,
next time.
What I'm talking to the mic for. You know what?
Mike,
We're gonna give it to Mike. Mike was doing his
he
homework.
rigged
with
this
his
game.
music.
He
Yeah,
rigged
you
it.
did. You really did.
I did.
He did.
But okay, mind you, we did not know this was gonna
He
happen.
rigged this game.
All right. So he like went like under rocks and found stuff.
Listen,
He
everybody,
he literally went on Google. He's like hardest songs to,
No.
to
I'm
remember.
I'm
Like,
kidding.
these are all from my personal playlist, so I don't know.
I'm not knocking
Can you
what
share your
but I'm not
personal
knocking what
playlist
you
with
listen
me?
I
to.
can. I
Okay.
can.
I just don't like it.
No,
Listen.
it's not. It's not even. I
I
don't
wanna
like it. I
be
just don't know
ready.
it.
Facebook, people on
Yeah.
Facebook are very disappointed in you guys. I'm just letting you guys know. There are comments. I haven't had this many comments, and they're disappointed, man.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
Frankie.
That being said,
Frankie.
Kez, it's your turn.
my
This
gosh.
category is soulful classics.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's good.
gosh.
You ready?
Frankie, text
10
me real quick.
seconds. 10
Help
seconds.
me out.
10 seconds.
Oh, I love this one. Yeah.
Is that the song?
Can she get a point for at least singing?
For harmonizing?
I wasn't harmonizing. That's a song.
I'll give you half a point for harmonizing.
How did I not get? Is it called Smoke?
Oh, she's winning!
Is that called Smoke?
Huh?
What's the name of that song? Wait,
What's the name of the song? Oh, you're not guessing it?
No, don't say that because then you lose your half a point.
Crap.
Are you gonna guess it? You can
Yeah.
guess it.
No.
You don't lose points. It's okay.
I don't know the
When
name
she
of the
gets it
song.
right, she gets 1.5.
Yep.
What the?
Oh, leaving on Sunday morning. Is that a song?
Yeah. What's the name of the song?
Sunday morning.
I'm leaving.
Just get yourself and sing.
Just sing
What?
the whole song,
All right.
and then he'll have to give
I
it
don't
to
know the
you.
name of the song.
That's okay. No, that's all right. It's Easy by the Commodores.
Oh.
Oh,
Easy.
easy like God.
I said
Sunday
leaving on
morning.
Sunday morning. It has the
Yeah.
wrong lyrics.
That's why you don't know the lyrics. So there we go.
Wow.
That's that. That's that.
Ladies and
Pentecostal.
gentlemen, I'm about to lose this again.
All right,
Go ahead,
Tech.
go ahead, go
You
ahead.
ready? Soulful classics.
Absolutely not.
10 seconds.
I just heard this the other
Really?
day.
Can I steal it?
No, because I couldn't steal earlier. It's not fair. I've heard it. I just don't know.
Mon
what the name is.
chéri amour.
Let him answer at least. Man.
Oh, I thought he-
I don't. I just said I don't
He
know.
said he
You
didn't
don't know
know
the
it.
artist? The
Not
Oh.
even.
All right.
I've heard the song. I've heard some of these songs. I just don't
Wait,
know.
I'm just glad that
Wait,
his name
wait.
is Tech Music.
Wait.
yeah.
Stop.
It absolutely
No, I'm
is
gonna
not.
defend- I'm coming. I'm defending you. No.
No, you stop
No.
it.
Because I'm aggressive, so I can't be doing
That is My Sherry Amore
My chéri
by
amour.
Stevie Wonder.
Guys, I don't do music in this genre, so I'm not offended.
Yeah, I'm not
You
offended.
didn't know DC Talk either.
Oh well, DC Talk's old, and I said, I haven't been a Christian for very long, 8 years.
Oh.
You were listening to Jay-Z.
I thought you said, yeah, Jay-Z. Hell yeah.
I listened like 8 months.
Fifth category.
And final category.
No.
Oh, we got
How
10.
many?
Disco.
Oh,
six.
what are you doing? I don't understand.
Disco, you ready?
Can
Go
we
ahead.
do rap?
10
Disco,
seconds.
come on.
Oh my.
Guys, I'm sorry for this segment.
But you're winning.
Second for me.
This is disco?
Yes.
You get my double chin face?
People on like this is the most
It's
they've
just
ever
that's been-
commented. By the way,
That's been used a lot. I don't care if people laugh at me.
Are you done? All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Good Times by Chic.
It sure was good times.
Good times.
All right, Tec, you
Yo,
ready?
this is what it's gonna get for people to listen to us, and let's do this
Then
every
we'll do it
time.
every
Let's
week.
fail every
week.
time.
Here we go.
You guys aren't real fans if you
I
listen
wanna
only
die.
for this. Just saying.
Tec, 10 seconds. Here we go.
Just saying, guys. What's going on? What's going on here? What?
I don't know this.
Yes, you do. Yo, just whisper.
He's over here like this.
Any artist or name of the song?
I know it's disco music.
That's not the name of the
I like
artist.
that.
That's not.
I like that answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Family Feud, guys.
Is it on the board?
This is not Family Feud. No.
Survey says.
Get the board over here.
Tec, the answer is Night Fever by the Bee Gees.
It sure was.
Oh, I like the Bee
It sure
Gees.
was. I remember.
I like that. It sure was.
All right,
It
this
sure was.
This is terrible.
is the last category.
Thank you, God.
It is hashtag Me Too themes.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
I
10
guess.
seconds. Here we go.
This is the most pessimistic I've been.
You better get this because this is feminism right here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, she won. That's it. Even if I get it right, she won.
That's where you're gonna stop?
That's 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's enough. You know who that is.
Hold on, you need to know this.
I know,
You
like
should know
I
this.
recognize it, but I don't know.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why didn't you not give me that song?
Name of the artist or the name of the song?
Can I help her, please?
I feel like I know this.
You were
Every
about
time.
to
You
start
should
singing.
know this.
I know I was about to start singing, but I don't know the name.
Okay. The answer is No Scrubs by TLC.
I don't wanna. Yeah. Oh
Yep.
my God.
Thank you. All right, Tec.
No.
This is,
And I love
That was good
TLC
Tec.
too.
You should have known that. You wouldn't know.
This is-
I feel
would've
like you
known
should have
that.
played like
I
a
actually would have
different
said
part.
Scrubs.
Okay,
I'm
here we
sure
go.
you would have given it to me anyway.
Tec.
Just saying.
Man, I know that song
This
too.
is for the win. You ready?
It's not for the win.
10 seconds.
I'm frustrated.
I got it. Survivor, Destiny's Child.
Oh!
What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Let's
That
get
was
it.
2 points for Tec.
2 points, baby. What's
Makes
up?
him the winner. Is that that's the winning?
No, I tried to get it, but I couldn't.
No,
Didn't play.
too late.
Hold on, let's do it again. Run it back.
Ruined it.
Wait,
Run it back. Run it back.
Yeah, you ruined it, man.
Run it back. Here we
Run
go.
it back.
10 seconds.
You ready?
Wait.
Miguel, are you ready?
No, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'm ready now. Go ahead.
This is Survivor by Destiny's Child.
Oh!
All right, then.
This thing's so super late.
What
Wow.
is this?
The music is perfect for me, and then the pion pion is for him.
Terrible.
The sad music is for me because I'm really mad.
Terrible.
So who won?
Tec
Tec
won.
did.
Bro, clutch,
2
bro.
points. It was-
Zero the whole
Female
time.
thing, right?
It was
And
It
I
was
knew
me.
that.
Hashtag me
too.
too. I got you right here.
0.5 to 2 points. That was our
2
final
points.
score.
2 points.
2 points, Larry. 2 points.
Wow.
I have so much like
You
salt.
left. You left.
Alex Vivaldi is very impressed that you know about your Destiny Child tracks.
That's your brother, right?
Yeah.
Tell him I said
He's
what's
a
up.
survivor. He's a
Frankie.
survivor right there.
Frankie is face palming his head
What, about me?
about all you guys. Both of
Why?
That's fine.
See, this game is meant for Frankie.
Yeah.
He would have gotten all of
This
them.
game is meant for anyone in the
But he's
humankind. Yeah, he's fired. So there's no
So-
Frankie anymore.
There's a Frankie that won.
I'm just saying, it was meant for him.
All right. Well, we're gonna take
Rest in peace, Frankie.
one song break so Kez can get her mind back into
She's
order.
upset, ladies and gentlemen.
She is
No, I
very
feel so bad
upset.
for her.
I do too.
I'm the worst. I'm
She
telling
had
you.
the game in the bag, and I came out.
Loser.
So we're taking one song break. We'll be right back to talk about Black Panther. So guys,
what?
make sure you call everybody.
Esto no es pa' mí.
Get everybody to log on and view us because we're talking about Black Panther tonight, guys. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Kez from Locura Radio Show. Tune in every Friday night at 8 p.m. live on radiount.net.
Hey, we are back here. That actually was not my voice.
Kids, how you?
That wasn't my voice. That was not my voice.
Kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Locura.
Get down from there.
To Locura Radio Show.
Kids in their flying machine.
We apologize for his granddad voice.
It's not.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
It's the music. He went through the old music and he
That's
just
true.
went back.
Listen,
Oh, God.
we're back here.
Oh, my God.
Locura Radio Show, 9:30 p.m. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on Locura Radio Show. Hopefully you guys can hear us, but we'll see what happens. We are going to be talking about one of the most popular topics ever right now.
Popular.
To talk about. It is called The Black Panther. This is the film that has come out by Marvel Studios as part of their 18th movie for comic books here. 18 movies we are in.
All leading
To Avengers Infinity War.
Oh my goodness.
In April.
I'm excited about that.
April 27th.
So we have a lot to talk about this movie. We're going to be talking a small spoiler-free review, but we also want to talk about the good and the bad that is Black Panther. And I'm not talking about the good and the bad of the movie. I am talking about the good and the bad as far as
Reactions.
for our culture, how it affects the culture that we're living in today. I'm going to let Tech start it off, but before we do, I want to actually read a couple stats for the Black Panther movie. As of yesterday, Black Panther has grossed nearly $764 million worldwide, and it hasn't even opened in Japan or China yet. And China is a huge market, hasn't even opened there yet, and it's probably going to definitely surpass $800 million. It was originally estimated to gross around $100 million during its opening weekend, and it ended up making $242 million, making it
Who did that prediction? That was
making it
terrible.
the second biggest domestic opening ever. Second biggest U.S. opening for a film in the history of cinema. According,
Yeah,
the first
the
one?
first was I think it was Avengers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. According to Fandango, it is the highest grossing movie with a black director attached to it.
That's awesome.
So
That's great.
it's amazing. Black Panther has a 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, making it the highest rated comic book movie ever.
Woo! Woo!
And it is on track right now to be the third highest grossing superhero movie ever. That is right behind the Avengers and the Dark Knight. And it's on track to be Marvel's second highest behind the Avengers, the first Avengers movie. Of course, the first Avengers had a lot of hype building up to it.
Right.
It had a few
Correct.
years to work to that. Black Panther was literally announced last year, and people, give or take a year and a half, just about.
Something like that.
But people have taken to the streets with this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype going into it. And
podcasts.
honestly, 3 movie showings. Myself personally, I've seen it 3 times, and I believe the hype, and I'm into the hype. I'm falling into the hype. And to tell us more about it, we're going to have Tech and Kez actually give us their thoughts about it. So, Tech, if you want to kick this off. I know you got a lot to talk about this. But.
So first, I'm gonna start with I do agree. Frankie and Alex, they're like, there is no bad. There's nothing bad about the movie. It's more about the effect of the culture. Anyway,
Correct.
so
Right.
my personal spoiler-free review, which is probably gonna be a couple seconds. What's going on there? I think it's in the middle. Something that you touched.
Yeah, it's
on.
only one.
Yeah, like when you do that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so my spoiler-free review. One of the biggest things that I noticed with this movie, personally, is that sometimes there's movies in the middle that kind of drags. And I know I'm probably gonna get crucified for this right now, but Civil War in the middle kind of dragged a little bit at some point. And I feel like, because that's one of my favorite Marvel movies as well. But I feel like what this movie did was kept me intrigued the whole time. So from leaving off where Civil War left off, pretty much, because pretty much in the beginning, it kind of you can tell. From the tech that's made. It's funny. Tech. Ha. I'm just kidding. From the tech that's made, all that stuff, and just the storyline and how the villain, which is one of my favorite villains right now. I know people are going to be like,
Killmonger, yeah.
Yeah. Same.
people hate on that, but
Michael B. Jordan is
I love him.
what a great guy.
awesome, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what Kez. Anyway,
Very
no,
much.
I'm just kidding. so that the villain build up and just how it ended. It didn't, and for me, I expected it to give me a little bit for Infinity War, but I'm glad it didn't. The way that it ended, and all the post credit scenes, all that. I'm not gonna say anything about them, but I'm just gonna say that I feel like from beginning to end, the story was well taught. Well,
Presented. Yeah.
Presented. Sorry.
Yeah.
Was well presented. The acting was amazing. The fact that what's his name, Chadwick Boseman, just does because he speaks. He's American, and the way that everybody
with their accents.
Yeah.
And just how they brought African themes to it. It was very. I don't know a lot about African history, but I'm assuming it's very accurate in certain tribes and things like that. And just how the nation of Wakanda, and especially in the comic book, was in the same way. And for me being a comic book person, they did pretty well. Miguel's looking at me like, oh, I hate this topic, but
No, bro.
no, I'm just kidding. So that's pretty much my little review. If you watch it, I promise that you won't be disappointed. I promise you won't be bored in the middle. There's enough action, enough drama to carry the movie throughout. There's a little twists and turns that you don't expect, which is awesome. But yeah, and then other than that, I feel like what I've seen with the culture so far, if people follow certain comic book websites or even like I'm gonna say like Black Lives Matter type of websites, or even the other side, the people that are like upset about it. I feel like the good about this is finally giving some even just minorities a representation of something that maybe some people don't read comic books like we did when we were younger, and that's okay and that's fine. But what this movie does is bringing it to a different stage, because there's little kids that are not going to read comic books right now. Little minority children, African American children, all that stuff, that now can see someone on screen like, hey, I can do something. I can do something with my life. I can do things out of the ordinary if I really like just am with it. And there was a lot of themes in this movie that showed the struggle of being a king in Wakanda. I can say. And how there are certain aspects of betrayal and what led to that, and how to fix that, and how to just come together as one. And I feel like there's a lot of good in that, because although maybe the hype was because of that, it's the first black directed superhero movie with a predominantly black cast. There was like two actors from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And one. There was a couple Asian extras.
Yeah,
the
Asian extras.
Little extras.
But they were
Just
whatever.
there.
No, I'm just kidding. but for it to be like that, for it to be so enjoyable, and they didn't really make it too political. Honestly,
Right.
like I feel like I kind of went into it really, really excited. One, because I'm a Marvel fan. Two, because it just looks cool. It looks like a dope film. But I was a little scared they were going to bring too much politics into it. So I was like, man, I hope they don't.
I'll talk about that real soon. Don't worry.
I hope they don't do too much on that. Whatever. So, and even the people leading up to it, like there was people on Twitter that were like, "Oh, we don't want no white people in the theater."
Oh yeah. Okay, so
I was like, bruh.
people are ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm sorry, but
no, you're good.
So like I saw that and I was like, man, I really hope it's not like that. But the cool thing is, and maybe this is excessive for some people, but when I've gone to a Star Wars premiere or a Marvel premiere or a DC premiere, people are dressed up.
Yeah, for sure.
Stormtroopers, Jedis, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, all that stuff. And these people were dressed in African like attire, and all these people were taking pictures. And I saw on Twitter like, oh my god, this is so ridiculous. This is crazy. Why do people come dressed like that? And then I'm kind of thinking like, and people would reply to them, but they would be like, do you go to the conventions and dress up? Do you go to all this stuff and dress up?
Right.
And then it kind of like shuts them up. And I feel like there's way more good that came out of this, but there is some bad, like what I mentioned. Even after the film, there's about I want to say 10% of my friends list are like, Black Panther's the best movie of all time. They should stop making white movies, white directed movies because they're not good and all that stuff. But you're not gonna don't sit here and tell me that Avengers is not a great movie. Don't sit here and tell me that
Star Wars.
That Star Wars is not a great movie. but like, it's things like that causes divide, and it kind of goes against everything that Black Panther is within the movie. It really is about unity within their tribe, and then unity elsewhere. And it's really sad seeing that because they kind of missed the complete point of how I interpreted Black Panther. So that's a lot of the bad, and that kind of makes me a little sad, because it's like, so either we please the side that they say is so bad and be like, okay, fine, we're gonna stop making them, and everybody's like, yeah, that's good, because it should always be, all these races should always be led by a white director, it should always be a white led actor, and if it's not, then they're not gonna watch it. And then on the other side is like, we don't want no white people watching this movie because it's about us only. That means you didn't really watch the movie. But I mean, I was really excited seeing it. I was not disappointed. I plan on watching it again. It's really good, a great film, so I really do recommend it. So
that's awesome. I agree with what you said.
Anything to add, Kez?
Official review. I love the detail that they've put into the movie. Just with the attire, the set, everything, the designs of the crafts that they used, all that. I love that. I love the colors that they used. I love, like you said, the message. I like that it wasn't just about Wakanda necessarily, but it was also just helping people, like no matter where you're from. So I really, really enjoyed that. I loved that movie. I want to watch it again for sure. Yeah. And to me, it's one of my favorites now. So
I think it's a lot of people's favorites because it doesn't have that typical Marvel.
Exactly.
I loved that it had a message. I loved it.
It doesn't have that superhero feel to it. Actually, one of the pros that I said about this was that it actually, the results of everything I said as far as like the numbers and the money that was coming in and everything like that, I think these results also send a strong message to Hollywood, where filmmakers and actors have heard a lot of times that movies with a predominantly black and female cast don't do well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that right there. Ooh,
I think one of the main things that I love about the movie was that it focused.
Michonne.
Oh yeah.
That it focused a lot on the ladies more than it did, I feel, actually the Black Panther. Women, specifically black women, were shown in a strong light as not only warriors and protectors of their king, where normally it's like the king is the one who protects everyone basically, but these women were put in a role to protect him. And not only that, but his sister Shuri is a great representation of kind of innovation and being the technological backbone of Wakanda, which is rarely shown in movies today, where there's like a black woman in tech. Normally it's like a nerdy white dude or whatever it is, or Tony Stark or Batman.
I really want her to meet Tony Stark, by the way.
Yo,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. But for sure, like that movie showed that side of that, which wasn't really, it hasn't been given. And like you said, it gives a whole new set of role models for all men, all women, all boys, all girls, all colors. It doesn't matter, basically. It gives hope as well that there are movies that can be made and people can accept something other than a Hulk or a Thor or Luke Skywalker. There's more to movies than just that, than having this excitement. And a lot of people, I understand, like they had their excitement in a different way. Like you said, there's a flip to it. One of the cons, and you kind of mentioned it earlier about Twitter. So, and a lot of people are kind of saying like, what are you talking about, Michael? There's no bad to the movie. I have to say the flip side of things. There was no bad to the movie itself.
Oh no.
Everything bad, negative that happened was outside of that.
Right, correct. That's what
So there's this tweet of this lady that was deleted.
Sam Wise is so fired.
Is he fired? I'm sorry. There's this tweet by on Twitter. He said Sam Wise said. He said,
don't do that.
I'm kidding.
Don't do that.
So I carefully did not buy Black Panther tickets for opening weekend because I did not want to be the white person sucking black joy out of the theater. What's the appropriate date for me to buy tickets?
Oh yeah, I seen something
about that. Is next weekend okay? So things like that, like I feel like that shows a little bit of how divided we've become.
Ignorant. I'm sorry.
And how far we'll go.
Ignorant.
How far we'll go not to offend. I think, in a way. And I think everybody's entitled to their opinions, no matter
Of course,
what.
yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of people are trying to be a little bit too PC about this. Like, I think about when a lot of people forget about this, when Blade came out. Blade was a superhero movie with Wesley Snipes. It was a superhero movie, to be honest, because it's a comic.
Right.
And I felt when Blade came out, there weren't these issues at all.
Nope.
You know, no one really thought about like, oh, should I go see this? Because there's, you know, it's a black guy in the. It was nothing like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like now people are walking on a lot of eggshells, and it's kind of like, it's great that people are talking about the movie.
There's a dialogue.
And
That's
there's
good.
a dialogue. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
But then on the other end of it, it's like you shouldn't have to feel like you're going to be treading on black joy or something like that.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying? And then in the film, there was one thing that people are talking about. I'm just being an advocate. Don't kill the messenger.
Right.
But Wakanda is portrayed as a great country that thrived on its own without letting outside influences in, like letting outsiders in. History itself shows that most successful countries thrive when they open up to each other, whether it's through trade, culture, letting other cultures in and stuff like that, which at the end of the movie, spoiler free, they kind of allude to it, like, okay,
Right,
we're gonna be sharing.
Yeah, that's what
our
that if
culture.
that wouldn't have happened, like what you're saying.
Yeah, if that
then
didn't
that would have
happen,
been my comment.
yeah, I
Right,
think a
right.
lot of people that were in the movie theater though maybe thought like, oh yeah, we don't need
The good thing,
outside.
but here's the exactly.
Yeah.
I felt that vibe too.
Yeah.
Like when the movie brought it up, that's when I got scared. I was like, man, this is what
I
I was
hope that
afraid
they
of.
fix it. That
This
they
is what I was
reverse
afraid
that.
of, because spoiler free, obviously. But I'm saying, like, the conversation was brought up to where it seemed as though like this is how we are and this is how we're staying.
Yeah.
But it gets worked through at some level, and when you watch the movie, you'll understand a little bit more what we're talking about. But again, like it alludes to it, and I feel like that's a good step in starting a conversation with people. Like they didn't completely do anything drastic, so it's kind of like, all right, we're gonna let the fans talk about this, see what they think about it, because this is really what unifies us.
For sure. And I think it's important, yeah, that you realize walking out of the theater that it's good to let people in, not only like in your life or as a country, but you know, just in everyday aspects. Like, we're supposed to share from one another and take from one another. We're all from different backgrounds, different countries, different nationalities, different religions and stuff like that. But it's important for us to come together and share those in a constructive way without feeling like, hey, you know, I don't need your outside influence coming in here and ruining whatever it is.
I feel like, sorry to cut you off, but it was so beautifully done to how they connected the comic book aspect.
Yeah.
Because they used the vibranium issues and the superhero parts.
Yeah.
And they brought that the society aspect, put them together, and that's why you don't feel like it's such a super like Civil War type of movie where there's superheroes flying everywhere and everyone has these superpowers and everything.
That's why it didn't feel like
That's
that.
why I didn't feel like that, because kudos to the director, because he brought those two worlds, he made them collide in a way that just he made it into a masterpiece. Honestly,
I loved it. I loved everything.
I think it's important too, if you do want a movie to do well, this is for everyone out there, if you do want a movie to do well, it shouldn't matter who watches it. Especially if you want this movie to be a first step into something and to something more, and to see more movies like this with women being given an opportunity, with black directors, black cast, with black women, you know, being predominantly featured. I think it's important to not feel like that lady in that tweet, like to feel like, hey, you know, I maybe you shouldn't come to this movie theater, or why are you watching this movie because you're white, whatever. It should be everyone should go see this movie. You would want everybody to go see this movie, as like, if you know, if it was my people and stuff like if you know I was a young black kid, I'd be like, hey, I want everybody to see this movie. And actually, honestly, even for me, I'm like, I like this movie. I love this movie to be successful, and I want everybody to go see it, no matter what color, age group, whatever it is, whatever you're. It teaches us a lot, and also it shows, like I said, the message sent to Hollywood, like, hey, women can do well in this climate. Black women specifically can do well in this climate. An all black cast, all black director, everybody can do well in something like this, and I think that was an important part of that.
Also, you don't need hair to look beautiful and fierce. Just watch the movie.
Oh yeah,
you'll see what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. All right, so that was our spoiler-free little Black Panther rant that we went on. We're gonna take just a quick one-song break. We'll come back and we'll close out the show. We have less than 10 minutes here, so we're just gonna take a quick break.
We're talkers here.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. If you have any comments or anything you want to say,
Jokes.
give us a call or text us at 407
394-6083. That's 407-394-6083.
That's it,
Sammy
girl.
Texas, make sure you're okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Sammy Tec.
Wellness check.
You're not fired. You're okay. We'll be right back
He needs this.
after one song. We'll be right back, guys, and we'll close it out.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hey, Locura fam.
There it is.
What's up?
It
It is 9:55 p.m., so you know what time that is.
Dang.
You know what it is.
Almost time to say goodbye. So,
See you later.
listen, we had some amazing conversations today.
We did.
Tech came in for the second half, which we're glad you came here to share.
Clutch.
Share.
And I
Because
won
I'm
the game.
only here because I'm a female.
And I won the game. Clutch.
Yeah, this one is our.
I'm only here because I'm a
stereotypical
female. That's why.
Our
That's
our
all.
token female of the.
Yep.
No.
Yep. That's
Wow.
what it is. That's what it
not
is.
Sorry.
That's really what they admitted it to me.
Sorry. This is
Listen,
what it
I
is.
did not admit anything. First of all, talk to Sam about that. Talk to Sam about that. Listen, we appreciate you guys listening in tonight. Once again, if you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, make sure you follow us at Locura Radio Show.
Get on it.
As I said before, YouTube is going to be popping very, very, very quickly at a very quick pace. Next week, we're going to try to attempt to stream our show live on YouTube with the help of the interwebs. So make sure that you're following us.
He meant
and
the Timmy.
Yeah. Make sure you're subscribing and following us on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and make sure that you get those notifications to let you know when we're going to be live. And we're going to be posting videos outside of the live versions of it. Tech's going to have some segments. Kez going to have some segments. I'm going to have some segments. Frankie and Sam are fired, so you're not going to see them anymore.
Yes!
There is a God. Kidding.
Oh,
Kidding.
They are fired.
I kid. I love them.
No, we love
You're
them.
missed.
Listen.
No, they're missed.
So
Somewhat.
also, they're missed. They're missed. Not really. So just make sure that you are following us on all that. Also, if you're trying to be old school, thank you for looking at us on Facebook Live and streaming on Facebook Live. Slowly and surely, like I said, we're going to be transitioning towards the YouTube thing. So make sure you're subscribed to not miss a show there. Also, watch us live on radiount.net. That Radio UNT app, make sure you're downloading that each and every week. Because there's also some great programming here. Besides us, right before us was the Hype. Shout out to the Hype. We love you guys. I'm glad you guys are doing great. And to all the other programs that are on here, we want to make sure you can catch those. Is there anything you guys want to say before we head on out here? We got about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
so
actually.
Yeah.
I hope everyone has an awesome weekend, and you might be watching us during the week. And if you are, I hope you have a great week.
Oh,
We love y'all.
That's so sweet.
We want you guys to tune in and interact with us because we don't do this for our health or just for us. We want to also hear from you guys. So hit us up.
Yeah. Tech, anything for you?
Thanks for rocking with me, even though I came in late. But I won the game. I won the game.
They didn't notice.
You did win the game.
No, it was a really fun show today. But yeah, have a great week. Follow me on social media, Instagram Tech Music,
Yeah, you
Facebook Tech,
Oh,
Twitter Tech Music 116. I need to change all this stuff. I'm sorry, they need to all be the same.
all the same, bro.
The
Mine's all
most
the
important one is Facebook and Instagram. I don't really go on Twitter like that, so just Tech and Tech Music, however
Okay.
you want to find it. So
Kez, where can we follow you and find you at?
Kez Solis. So it's KEZSOLIS. And that's on my Facebook and my Instagram. I'm mostly on them twos, just like my brother over here, Tech. So follow me and you'll see I'm crazy. That's why I'm on Locura.
That's called Locura for a reason.
Woo!
So, listen, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Give Mike a Mic. I have some videos up there. I'm also on YouTube as well.
YouTube.
What's that?
Oh, I'm on YouTube
DJ.
as well,
I have to change. I have to change my name now to DJ Give Mike a Mic because Sam same as fired. So that's what's going on. Guys, thanks a lot for tuning in.
you.
We love you all. Hope you have a blessed day, blessed
Mwah.
week.
I'm not gonna do that.
No. Besos for everyone.
Hey, for everyone,
Bye.
yes, hugs.
Bye. Bye. All right, guys.
That's how we end our meetings. I don't understand why.
I do that. Yeah.
I end phone calls with my sister that way.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Like in a good way. It's not bad.
Well, that's weird.
That's
How many
weird.
people on the phone? How many people were on the phone?
In the last meeting, 3.
So what was that, Kez? What was that?
What do you mean?
Last time that she was here, she said she had a 3-way.
Oh. Yeah. That's what that was. She had.
Man.
That's gross. That's a gross way to end the show. Guys, positive vibes out
We
there.
love y'all.
We love
God
y'all.
bless.
God bless, guys.
God bless America. America.